Hello, I'm Chris from the FPL Dude and welcome back to another Fantasy Premier League video for the 2021-2022 season. In today's video, we'll be building that best predicted team now to target game week 5. I'm going to discuss the best captaincy option. I'm going to discuss a lot of players that you could potentially bring in that have short-term success. So yes guys, if you are new around here, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And without further ado, let's start building that team. For me to be able to build that best predicted team, guys, I would first of all need to take a look at those upcoming fixtures. We'll just go fixture after fixture, analyze them and bring in players to complete the team that is going to earn the highest amount of points now for game week 5. Newcastle plays against Leeds in the first one. I believe that Newcastle have been playing terrible this season. Leeds have not been playing that good either, but I still expect Leeds to perform against them. The first player that I'm going to bring into this team is Rafinha, the second one is Bamford. So yes, I do believe that you would probably even need 2 Leeds players to survive through this next game week. And both of these players are very good. Bamford is their number 1 striker. He's expected to do very good, mainly because he is very attacking minded, the whole Leeds team is, and Rafinha is by far their most creative player. He is the player that has been involved in most goals attempts out of all Leeds players. I expect him to continue to do good. Let's move on to the next fixtures. Wolves plays against Brentford. Now this was going to be a fixture that I was going to skip anyways, but just for this particular game week, there are so many other unpredictable fixtures, so I believe that I should potentially target this one as well. The player that I'm going to bring in from this team is going to be Marshall, 4.5 million. So I believe that he does possess excellent clean sheet potential in this one. He might not be a fullback, so his attacking return potential is very low, but still, they do have very good opposition to play against, and I do expect them to keep it clean. Let's move on now. Burnley plays against Arsenal. This is extremely unpredictable fixture. Burnley could potentially trash them 3-0, but Arsenal could potentially do the same. We do not know what to expect from Arsenal. They are a terrible team right now. I'm an Arsenal fan, so I can say that. So I will just keep this one, to be honest. Then Liverpool plays against Crystal Palace. Now, even though Crystal Palace showed excellent quality now in game week 4, smashed Tottenham 3-0, I still expect Crystal Palace to not be able to perform that good. I'm not sure what happened now in game week 4. Tottenham does have a fantastic team now, has been playing very good for game week 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, game week 4, something very weird happened. Tottenham did not have a shot on target for the first perhaps 45 minutes or something similar. They did not have any shots against Crystal Palace. So Crystal Palace outperformed them extremely. I'm not sure what happened. Was it managerial mistake? Did the players thought this was going to be an easy game, then it turned out to be extremely tough? But for this particular game week 5, now we expect Liverpool to actually be able to beat Crystal Palace. It is expected. Liverpool are an elite team that has very good firepower, that has very good defense. Well, Crystal Palace has had only one good game now for the last, 15 Premier League games or something similar. So yes, Salah is going to be the first one I'm going to bring in, and Alexander-Arnold is going to be the second one. He's their most attacking minded fullback. You could potentially go for Robertson. He does cost a bit less, but he's not as attacking minded as Alexander-Arnold. This is the main reason I really want Alexander-Arnold instead of anyone else. And Salah is there. There's nothing much I need to say about him. He's one of the most expensive players in the game, and he is pretty much justifying his price. Let's move on now. Manchester City plays against Southampton. I believe that I could potentially bring in 2 players from Manchester City. The first one is Cancelo. He was a player that I really wanted to bring in last season. Unfortunately, he got rotated constantly. But this season, as you can see, he has been playing all of the minutes in all of the fixtures, so he's not getting rotated this season. I feel a bit more comfortable recommending him. I feel a bit more comfortable bringing him to best predicted team and stuff like that. And as for the second player that I'm going to bring in from this team is Torres. Now, as you can see, he has not been playing all of the minutes, all of the games, but still he did manage to do extremely good. Even now in game week 3, he scored 2 goals and 1 assist against Arsenal, guys. 3 goals involvement for a player that costs only 7.2 millions, and he is a midfielder, so he gets bonus points when he scores a goal, while they actually play him as a striker. So yes, Torres is definitely a massive player for this particular game week. Let's move on now. Norwich plays against Watford. In normal world, I would never ever jump on them, but as you can see, there are so many unpredictable fixtures. Wolves, Brentford, Burnley, Arsenal, and Norwich, Watford, Aston Villa, Everton, Brighton, Leicester. It's just too difficult fixtures to predict, guys. So I'm just going to go for Norwich goalkeeper, as I don't expect any other goalkeeper to actually be able to perform better than Norwich goalkeeper playing against Watford for this particular game week. So yeah, Team Krul, even though I think that he did had he did had minus points in some of the game weeks, I still expect him to do very good now, mainly because Watford has scored only 3 goals this season, and they scored them in game week 1 against Aston Villa, when I don't know what happened in game week 1. Why did Aston Villa lose to Watford? I did not watch that game, to be honest. I cannot say a lot, but Watford has been terrible ever since. They did not manage to score any goal, while they allowed 5 goals now from game week 2 to game week 4. So I do actually expect Norwich to be able to keep it clean against them. Not against anybody else, but just against Watford. So this is the main reason I actually will bring in Krul for this best predicted team, guys. Yep, call me crazy. Aston Villa plays against Everton in the next one. Now I believe that Aston Villa defense have not been that with the highest qualities, so I do believe that Calvert-Lewin should potentially be fit in everything for this particular game week, and he does seem to have very good potential to do good. He does seem to have very good potential to get himself involved in a goal now against Aston Villa. So I think that I can bring in one more of these Everton players as they play against Aston Villa. Martinez is injured. I'm not sure if he is going to make a comeback for game week 5, but I still expect Everton's offense to be able to do good. And as for the next player from this team that I'm going to bring in is Gray. Look at him, he has been playing extremely good now game week 1 to game week 3. He has still not played game week 4, I believe it's Monday. Tomorrow they will play. But for the first 2 games he did manage to find himself involved in 2 goals from 3 games, yes. And he does cost only 5.6 millions, guys, so just because I brought him in, I can bring in Cristiano Ronaldo to this team as well. As you can see, Manchester United plays against West Ham. West Ham does have a red card to Antonio, so I don't expect West Ham to actually jump in on this game and try to win it. They will probably fight for the draw, but Manchester United does have that good of a team that I don't think that any team can just block them out, especially not now when they have Bruno Fernandes, who has been very in form now throughout the whole season. Ronaldo, he just came, scored 2 goals and assist or something. So yes, Manchester United are probably going to win in this one as well. That was the main reason I went for Ronaldo. Let's go for the bench replacements now. It is going to be a lot of these Brighton players. The first one is Bissouma, 4.6 millions. The second one could potentially be Livramento, but Southampton defender is to definitely skip. Even if you have him as a second bench replacement, imagine him jumping in and changing some of your players, then he earns minus points or something. He has not done it yet, but Southampton's defense is not to be trusted, guys. So I will just go with Duffy. 4.2 millions. 0.1 millions extra, but it's worth it, I believe. As for the goalkeeper replacement, it does not need to be anyone in particular. As long as he costs around 4 millions, it's more than enough. as long as it does not cost more than 4 millions. I mean, it's more than enough. So I'm just going to bring in, I don't know, I don't know what it's called. Oh, Conquo. Yeah, 4 millions, and whoever could potentially be your last bench replacement, as he's not even ever going to get used. As for the perfect captain for this particular game week, I believe is going to be Salah, with Ronaldo as his replacement. Guys, if you thought this video was of any help or it was fun, please do give it thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if that is something you have not done already. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.